What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I'm already a little tipsy. I'm drinking mojitos that Ashley made me, and they're very strong. What's up, everybody, is what I was trying to say. And usually when you're talking for 2 hours, if you screw up the first sentence, it's not going to be a good one. It'll be a weird one. But I'm kind of giggly, and I'm ready for trivia. And I hope you are, too. Tonight is TV Trivia, live in my garage. Thanks for hanging out and having some fun with me on Facebook Live. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Shout out to Victoria Carrera, who says, what it be, Budsy? What's up, Vicky and Ron, who are playing from down the street in Fontana. Also had a bunch of people, 17 people RSVP for bonus points. Shout out to Brennan Peterson, Chantal Von Esch, Christy Shipley, Don Ayers, Greg Nelson, Heidi Baird, Jay Reyes, John Holloman, Julia Matalonis, Ken Maxey, Lauren Contreras, Manny Cortez, Mark Shipley, Ron Carrera, Sid Duran, Ken Maxey, and Victoria Carrera. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for telling a friend and hanging out. Don says, I can hear the mojitos. Don, I got a little base of your bread that you sent me. Don Ayers is a master baker. My daughter said, this tastes like Disneyland. That's a pretty good compliment. And I thought it tasted like a fresh bakery as well. Kind of reminded me of the sourdough bowls from Panera. And we toasted some earlier, put some butter on it. It was delish. Thank you, Don, for sending me a loaf of sourdough in the mail. It was fantastic so far. Mark Shipley's drinking JD Honey Whiskey and Fireball. Shelly says, hey, from Walnut side of the hill. Greg says, vodka soda with mango. These are rum mojitos with a mojito mix. And there's a bunch of fruit, lime, and mint. Ashley grew mint in the backyard and put that in here. That's kind of cool. I haven't had a mixed drink in a couple of weeks, so that's pretty good. Don says, I'm drinking the Stone Modern Times Hazy Coffee IPA. Very cool, guys. Let me know what you're drinking in the comments. We're getting ready for TV trivia tonight. Rounds on I Love Lucy, Community, coming of age TV shows, cop character names, and a TV confidence round to close out the night. We're playing for this prize. It's a game show, at-home version of Family Feud. We've given it away before. This is my very last one. It's the Ready to Roll Family Feud Platinum Edition. Platinum Edition of Family Feud. I should secretly open this and steal all the questions for the next time we do Family Feud. But I'm going to give this to you. If you win tonight, a lot of cool prizes tonight, but that is the prize for one of the top 3 scoring teams. You're writing down all the answers to the questions that I ask you. 1 point for every question you get, 2 points for the bonus at the end of the round, up to 12 points per round. Remember, you can double up 1 round throughout the night. Coming of age TV shows, cop characters, Community, I Love Lucy. And then we have our confidence round to close things out. Can't double up that round, but feel free to double up one of the other rounds and try and get in the top 3 scoring teams to win that Family Feud game. Manny and April have just donated. Thank you so much, Manny and April. Manny was the first donation of the night. Says, your streets ahead. Your streets ahead. I don't know what that means. I bet it's something from Community, maybe? Manny, you're going on here 10 times plus a bonus 5 times for being the first entry in the raffle of the night. Thanks for the support, Manny Cortez. And April, you are going on here 25 times. Thank you, April. She says, I love trivia. I love you. Thank you, April. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5. April, I'm putting you on here 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, April's in the mix 25 times. Manny's in it 15 times. We're already up to 40 entries from 2 people. When you donate, every dollar you donate is an entry on a raffle to win cool stuff at the end of the night. I'll show you some of those prizes as we go along. Every dollar is an entry. So if you donate $20, you get 20 entries. That'll be very cool of you to do that. Mark says that pizza looked amazing. Freddie says Modelo. Don says, not going to lie, it was amazing. My first scratch-made pizza crust. I have not looked at this picture now. I got to go look up Don's pizza. Don Ayers Pizza. Ooh, that does look like a food truck. Very toasty, looks very good. I'd eat that, Don. That sounds great. Don's going to become my new bakery that I go to. I'll just order everything fresh from San Diego. Beth says, good evening. Thought I'd try it on YouTube tonight. I'm drinking Crown Royal Peach with frozen peaches to keep it nice and cool. Very good, Beth. That's a great idea. Beth Swaney, one of the newest podcast listeners. Thank you, Beth, for watching along on YouTube and hanging out with me in my garage. Freddie says, might be in and out tonight, juggling this in the Laker game. Brennan says, gin and soda. Very good, Brennan. That sounds good. I've had a very busy day, guys. This morning, I had a show for 430 people. Now, granted, that's what they told me. Only 178 people were on the Zoom call, and I think 152 played crowd per. So it was much less than they said, but I was prepared. I had my hard line in. The family went to Target on a Target run. So the house was quiet. The dogs were locked up. It went great. They had a really good time. And those shows are kind of stressful for me just to make sure everything goes okay, especially with rolling blackouts and internet going out a couple weeks ago and stuff like that. But everything went off without a hitch. It was great. And they had a great time. So that was fun today. Then I had a party at 1:30 for United Healthcare. That went great. Then I had a meeting at 4, and then I had another party for Shamrock Capital at 5, and that went really well too. Very competitive and fun. So I've had a star-studded day of shows already, but you guys are the crown jewel in the star-studded shows. TV trivia tonight. If you just joined us, coming of age TV shows will be round 1, cop characters round 2, community round 3, I Love Lucy round 4, and the confidence round to close things out. Thanks for playing trivia with me every night. We're going to get started in 3 minutes. 3-minute warning. You can win Family Feud, the home edition. There's Steve Harvey with his big-ass mustache ready to entertain you at home. Family Feud, the home edition, is the top prize tonight. Getting the top 3 scoring teams to win. Manny says, if you have to ask, your street's behind. Don says, I'm not mailing pizza. Greg says, yes. Shelly says, Kona Longboard Lager. That's good, Shelly. I like that. Greg says, yeah, we are. Trivia starts in 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. We are ready to rock and roll, guys. We're getting started here in a second. Donate on Venmo and PayPal if you like what I do. I'm going to put your name on a wheel. Julie Madalonis is here. She hasn't been here the last couple of days. Victoria says, how hot is the garage? It's pretty damn hot, Victoria, but I will tell you, when it was supposed to be 108 at about 3 o'clock, I went for a walk to the mailbox, and it was only like 100, which I know sounds crazy, but it was not nearly as hot as I imagined it to be because it was overcast. I think that was a surprise. So not super, super hot. In the garage right now, it's not much hotter than any other night, maybe a tad bit, a little bit more sweaty. Julia says, hey, everybody. Greg says, so one of my students sent me a picture of his homework on a napkin. I posted on Facebook. I saw that, Greg. Why did they do that? Why did I not have real paper? Ken says 110 in the patio, humid as hell. Gross. In Walnut, it's humid. Ken, I just mailed your stuff today, so you should have a Friends game very soon. And Mark Shipley just donated. Ship, you're on the list. Thank you, Mr. Mark and Christy Shipley. Let's see what Mark says in his donation notes. He always has some fun stuff. Mark Shipley says the following. My father always said TV would turn my brain to mush based on my trivia skills. I would say he's right. Thank you, Mark. Guys, if you have a Nintendo Switch and you like the BioShock video games, they're on sale today in the whole collection, BioShock 1, 2, and Infinity for $32.99. That game came out last month or end of May, maybe a couple months ago. But it was $49.99 for all 3 games. They're old games. They came out in like probably 2009, 2011, 2013, something like that. But I like them quite a bit. And I haven't had any other system for a while, so I'm excited to get those. They're first-person shooters. If you've never played BioShock, I just picked mine up on Amazon today for $32 instead of $49. And what else was I going to tell you? I bought that. I bought some mailers. Oh, I just bought a ton of stuff from drewblank.com. So whenever I give away stuff like this, the Phil Bill coloring book, which is not a prize today, I just happen to have it sitting there. Art squares, different things. They're usually from Drew Blank. Every 6 months or so, I like to go on his site. Actually, every quarter, every 4 months or so, every 3 months or so, I like to go buy a bunch of stuff to support him and to give away his prizes. So today I ordered magnets, more fake album art, very different stuff than what I've had before. No new coloring books, but a lot of art prints, some pillowcase covers, all kinds of cool stuff. So Drew Blank, go check him out, drewblank.com, if you want to order some stuff. High Point Brewing Company is our sponsor tonight, as they are every night. Check them out in San Dimas every day, 12 to 8. Let's see these comments real quick. Christy says 107 in Laverne. 110 on the patio, humid as hell. Gave him his credit, told him not to do that again. Greg says, I don't know why he didn't say anything. Why they didn't say anything. I'm trying on YouTube tonight, too. Excited for I Love Lucy Trivia, one of my faves. There you go, Heidi. Julie says, I heard an entire report on NPR today about the power outage problems. Apparently, humidity is a big factor. It keeps it hot throughout the night, or some sciencey crap, and there are other factors, but good Lord. Brendan says, 109 in Van Nuys, North Hollywood. Spent most of the day in the pool. Today sucked Donkey Kong. It's a lick, drink, suck night. Wow, says April. Lick, drink, suck night? Wow. Greg says, explain to me what a lick, drink, suck night is. Greg is very inexperienced in that kind of night. Cam says, just ate my body weight in sushi. Nice. And Greg says 84 right now. Thankfully, not crazy. What was I going to say? Power outage throughout the night. That was Julia's comment made me think of something. Hot throughout the night. Oh, this is crazy. The heat somehow has made sprinklers explode on my block. So like 3 neighbors across the street, like every other house across the street on the cul-de-sac I live on, they were all outside and water was spraying everywhere. And somehow the heat was connected to their sprinklers. I don't really get it. But they said something to do with the heat. It was 3 different houses, and the sprinklers were like bursting or leaking. And they said it's too hot for the sprinklers. And I didn't understand what they meant. Does anybody know what that means? Does that sound like a thing? Dude, my favorite had a bunch of fajitas, $6 off at Chili's. NPR Nerd 2 says Freddie. Freddie, I wouldn't take you for an NPR nerd. All right, here we go, guys. First round of trivia starting. It's all about coming-of-age TV shows. Good luck. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm already a little slurry, as you can tell. Here comes the first round of the night. Question number 1. How many seasons did Boy Meets World run for? Number one, first question of the night. How many seasons did Boy Meets World run for? Freddie G just donated $5 and said, cool. Thank you, Freddie G. You're on the list to win. Fred. Thank you, Freddie. You're on the wheel. I'm spinning it at the end of the night to give away some cool stuff. Top 3 scoring teams get in a raffle to win Family Feud. You can also win other cool stuff I'll show you throughout the night. Number one, how many seasons did Boy Meets World run for? Number 2, what network aired Clarissa Explains It All? Number 2. Marquita says, I think it's related to the heat expansion in the pipes, and so does Ken. That sounds about right. Number two, what network aired Clarissa Explains It All? Number 3, Sam and Lindsay were brother and sister on Freaks and Geeks. What was their last name? Number 3, Sam and Lindsay were brother and sister on Freaks and Geeks. What was their last name? Greg Nelson says, hashtag 6 seasons in a movie. Greg, I actually know what that means from research earlier today. Victoria says, it's so hot outside, we had to have the custodian scoop up 2 dead birds that dropped out of the sky. That's pretty brutal. Tough bird funeral over there at the Vicky school. Number 4, which character on Saved by the Bell got addicted to caffeine pills? Number 4, which character on Saved by the Bell got addicted to caffeine pills? Number 4. Don is plotting Cam's death. He says, if you eat too much sushi and get mercury poisoning, do you explode when it gets hot out because the mercury expands? Oh, boy. Cam says, if not, I'm definitely feel like I'm about to. Greg says, don't make me think about eating sushi. Yeah, today's like the worst day for sushi. I want sushi on an ice cold day. Buds and Freddie in the evening. Number 4. I'll start that podcast right now, Freddie. We'll do it. Julia says, number 4 triggered something in my brain. Julia used to be addicted to caffeine pills, it sounds like. Here's number 5. What actress was the star of My So-Called Life? Number 5. What actress was the star of My So-Called Life? Freddie wants to do a evening podcast with me. Sounds interesting. Thanks for posting a lot of animated GIFs earlier. That was kind of fun. Ron Carrera just posted one from the Wonder Years. No trivia questions about the Wonder Years tonight. Here comes number 6. Big Mouth is a Netflix show about going through puberty with what comedian providing over 20 voices of characters on the series? I know Cam Malador knows this one. Number 6. Number 6. Don says, today is a great day for sushi or poke. Cold dinner when it's hot outside. Not my dumbass cooking pizza outside on the grill. That's rough. Don, did you get your air conditioning fixed ever? Greg says, and we're back. Look who's here, Jeff Winger. Number 6. Slightly inspired to start watching Community finally, because it's on Netflix, and I looked up all those questions earlier today. Number 7, what state does Gilmore Girls take place in? What state does Gilmore Girls take place in? Don says, thank God, $3,500 later. That's a lot of money, Don. But you do need it because of that damn warranty. I've been following along, Don. Here was my joke for the day, guys. I posted the Republican National Convention lineup. Scott Baio, Tanya Harding, Dick Dastardly, Pete from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Angelica Pickles, Ralph Fiennes in Voldemort makeup, Roseanne, the Soup Nazi, Real Nazis, and the My Pillow guy. That is my Republican National Convention lineup. I hope you enjoyed it. Here comes number 8. Who played Pacey on Dawson's Creek? Number 8. Who played Pacey on Dawson's Creek? Number 8. Number 8. Who played Pacey on Dawson's Creek? Number 8. Trivia free and fun every night. Thanks for playing Trivia with Buds. If you have an event coming up, or you know something going on with your company or your office, and you're like, ooh, trivia would be good, hit me up. I'd love to do it. Beth is laughing out loud. Julia says, that's something that makes me grateful. I'm a renter. I've had the AC guys out here 3 times in the past month, and it's finally working. Cam says, boom roasted. Don says, yeah, sorry about that. I have a habit of taking over Facebook news feeds because I post so much. Beth says, Team Pacey. Ken says, we're trying to nurse our unit through the summer, then replacing the whole shot this winter. Number 9. What is Kristen Bell's main job on Veronica Mars? What is Kristen Bell's main job on Veronica Mars? We got 10 and 11. We're done for this round. Round 2 is all about something called cop characters. I'm going to give you the name of a cop from a TV show. You tell me what show they were on. Number 9, Kristen Bell's job on Veronica Mars. Number 10, by the end of the OC, which of the 4 main characters was killed off? Number 10, by the end of the OC, which of the 4 main characters was killed off? Number 10. Julia always notices the music. I think she's the only person. And she says, is this your jam? Again, for the 150th time, all I do is hit loop on a song for most of the night. I don't really listen to it. Number 10, by the end of the OC, which of the 4 main characters was killed off? Don says it was Snape. Here comes number 11 for 2 points. What was Joey Lawrence's one-word catchphrase on Blossom? What was Joey Lawrence's one-word catchphrase on Blossom? 2 points if you got that coming-of-age show question for 2 points. Any repeats for round number 1? If you joined us late, let me know if you need any repeats. For round number 1, let me know. Here's your first raffle prize. It's pretty cool. Tis a t-shirt, guys. Let me show you this real quick. It is a shirt. I think I've given this one away before. This is a extra large. And it's got Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi in kind of that going down font. It says all 3 on the one program. So this is like a old, looks like a, I'm guessing, video game for like a computer system. And got some great colors and stuff there. It's a black shirt. Star Wars. If you like Star Wars, we're giving that away tonight. I hope you win it. Donate on Venmo and PayPal to get an entry. Every dollar is an entry in the raffle. All right. There you go. That was the end of round number one. Any repeats? Don wants 6. Freddie wants 8 to 10. Here's number 6. Big Mouth is a Netflix show about going through puberty, with what comedian providing over 20 voices of characters on the series? And then number 8, who played Pacey on Dawson's Creek? Number 9, what is Kristen Bell's main job on Veronica Mars? And number 10, by the end of the OC, which of the 4 main characters was killed off? Any other ones? Mark Shipley says, even I knew number 11. Ken's a big 6 fan from Blossom. Any other ones? Greg says, that's my size. I need it. That's the end of round one, guys. Thank you so much for playing. Thanks for hanging out, telling a friend, having some fun, and drinking with me in your garage. I guess you're not in your garage. I'm in my garage on a Tuesday night. Be safe, and we'll be right back. Julia, thanks for your generous donation. Julia, thanks for your generous donation. Going on the wheel 5 times. Thank you, Julia. All right, babies, we're back with the answers to round number 1. Let's see how you did. This is called Coming of Age TV Shows. Let's see what happened on round number 1. 1 point for every question you get right. 2 points for the bonus at the end of each round. Number 1. How many seasons did Boy Meets World run for? The answer was 7 seasons. 7 seasons, number 1. Number 2, what network aired Clarissa Explains It All? That would be Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon, number 2. Number 3, Sam and Lindsay Weir. Weir was the answer. Sam and Lindsay were brother and sister on Freaks and Geeks. Their last name was Weir, number 3. Number 4, which character on Save the Bell got addicted to caffeine pills? Jesse. I'm so excited. Wait, no, that's not the right song. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so scared. Number 5, what actress was the star of My So-Called Life? Claire Danes. Claire Danes, My So-Called Life. Number 6, Big Mouth is a Netflix show voiced by Nick Kroll. Nick Kroll, great show. Number 7, what state does Gilmore Girls take place in? Connecticut. Number 7, Connecticut. Number 7. Number 8, who plays Pacey? That would be Joshua Jackson. Somebody said they were Team Pacey earlier. Number 9, Kristen Bell's main job is a private investigator or detective. Number 9, private investigator or detective. Number 10, the end of the OC, Marissa had perished in a car accident. Number 10. And the bonus for 2 points, Joey Lawrence's one-word catchphrase was, whoa. Mark Shipley knew that one. Whoa. Good job, Shipley. Here are the answers again for round number 1. 7. Number 2 was Nickelodeon. Number 3 was Weir. Number 4 was Jesse. Number 5 was Claire Danes. Number 6, Nick Kroll. Number 7, Connecticut. Number 8 was Joshua Jackson. Number 9, detective or private investigator. Number 10, Marissa. And the bonus was, whoa. There you have it. Julia says, I had the coolest Nickelodeon alarm clock as a kid. I remember that one. It's like orange and green, like all their stuff. Great job, great job. There we go. Round number 1 in the books. Record that score and get ready for Cop Characters, which is coming up next. Cop Characters coming up next. 1 point for every question you get right on this round. It's all about cop characters. I'll give you the name of the cop. You tell me what show they were on. And here we go. Cop characters number 1. Round 2. Number 1, we had Joe Friday. On what TV show would you find a cop named Joe Friday? Number 1. Number 1, Joe Friday. Number 1. Mari had a perfect round. Nice job, Mari. Well done. Well done. Did you make the bonus so you could say whoa like that? Can you compare a Joey Woe to a Owen Wilson? Wow. Whoa. Wow. Number 1, Joe Friday. What show? Whoa, wow. That's another podcast me and Julia are starting. That'll air right before Freddie and Buds in the evening. Number 1, this will be a dinner podcast called the Whoa Wow Podcast. Carol says, only got the bonus 2 points. There you go, Carol. Every bit helps your score. Thanks for playing. Number 1, Joe Friday. Here comes number 2, Andy Sipowicz. Where would you find Andy Sipowicz? Some of you might be asking, didn't Buds wear that tank top last night and maybe the night before? And you might be right. I kind of just keep this tank top around and I just put it on. I wear a polo for the live shows that I do on Zoom. And then I can't wait to take the polo off because it's so damn hot. And then I put a tank top on. I have about 100 tank tops, and I grab the same one every time. Number 2, Andy Sipowicz. What show was this? Don says, make it about Joey Lawrence, Owen Wilson, and Borat. It's whoa, wow, 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 wow. Did I say that right? Probably not. Ken says, I got 3 wears out of my tank top. No shame. Julia says, we support you. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am the cornhole champion. I'm on the dream team. Cornhole dream team. If you guys ever want to play, I need about 1 game to get adjusted because I don't play that often. But once I have that 1 game in me, you bitches better run because I'm real good at cornhole, or as we call it in Chicago, bags. Who wants to throw bags in the driveway? That's what we do there. Here's number 3. Whoops. Barney Fife. On what show would you find some MF named Barney Fife? Number 3. What do you think? Wow, wow, wee, wow. Says Borat. Says Julia. Little spritz of Febreze and you're good, says Freddie. I'm with you, Freddie. Number 3, Barney Fife. Greg says, I usually wear my polos for 2 days. I take it off after teaching in the morning. Greg, have you ever thought about teaching shirtless? What about that? Would that do any good? Maybe you try that one day. Are you tenured? That's my next question. If you're tenured, try it. If you're not tenured, maybe don't try it. Number 3, Barney Fife. Greg says, I'll take you on in bags. No way, Greg. I'll kill you. What do you think you are? Good. Number 4, that's my taunt. Chief Wiggum, number 4. Chief Wiggum, number 4. Chief Wiggum, what show has that cop character? Number 4, Chief Wiggum. Julia says he'd be fired and arrested. I change my shirt every 4 days, whether I need to or not, says my God, Don Ayers. Greg says, I am, but definitely not for high schoolers. Greg says, I'm the mediocreist. I'm the mediocreist. They literally gave us training at summer school and said, don't have a bed in the background. Greg says, yeah. Chief Wiggum on what show? Number 5, James Crockett. Number 5, James Crockett. Come here. All right, come here. Come here. Stop barking. Stop, come here. Come here. Come here. Cut it out. He just winked at me. That's my favorite thing about Carver. He'll be like, all the time. What happened? Number 4, Chief Wiggum. Number 5, James Crockett. Number 6, Thomas Magnum. Number 6, Thomas Magnum. Number 6, Thomas Magnum. Don says there was a special ed teacher who just got fired for doing a Zoom class with no shirt on. Oh, come on. That's like the worst. Who would do that? Also, special ed, who would do that? Julia says, which district I need a job? Greg says, do you guys not know today's culture, especially with teachers? Julia says, pretty good wink abides. You've been practicing. Shelly says, number 6 is my fave. Greg says, your dog woke mine up. He looked at the TV and then outside. Number 7, Brenda Johnson. A cop named Brenda Johnson. What show? Number 7. Number 7. I got to pace myself. One more drink and I'm ready for bed. It's been a long day, but I hope that you guys are ready for more good times. Number 7. Here's number 8, Lenny Briscoe. Lenny Briscoe. What do you think, Lenny Briscoe? Students shocked when San Jose special ed teacher shows up on screen with no shirt on. Why would he do that? Oh, that guy looks like the worst. That guy looks like a fat James Woods. Don, that's fat James Woods. And he's just like, I'm not putting a shirt on. Just some weirdo. Julia says, I'm ready for after dark. Don says, dude, look like a Nick Nolte mugshot. I guess I don't watch cop shows, says Greg. Julia says, wink. Greg says, I'm on my 3rd vodka soda. Number 9, Rosa Diaz. Where would you find Rosa Diaz? Greg, you'll know this one. Brendan says 8 was my favorite character on that series. Nice job, Brendan. Guys, I'm still looking for 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 contestants for quiz show on Friday night. If you want to play Jeopardy-style trivia, I need you on screen and ready to play. This Friday night, I'm looking for 12 contestants total. Every half hour, we'll do a different crew. And if you want to play, you just got to come on the screen on StreamYard and play. But I need your name so I can write it down. Let me know in the comments if you want to play Jeopardy-style trivia and be a contestant on my game show called the Trivia with Buds Quiz Show this Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. Let me know. Prizes, prizes, prizes. Giving away cool stuff. Number 9. Greg, I do not have you down. I'll write you, Greg. I have Dylan, Brendan Peterson, and Victoria Marquez. Now I have Greg. Julia says, poor guy, I feel bad for old people who aren't good with tech. I'm guessing that's what happened. Shelly says, yeah, then the teacher emailed the class after suspension. The parents were pissed that he still had access to emails. They checked his Insta and Facebook and he had all kinds of porn and crap on his profiles. Oh, that's terrible. Brennan says, you got me signed up. Greg says, maybe that's a good spin. Julia, I got you down too. You're number 5. Thanks, Julia. Ron says he wants to play. Victoria says Ron's ready to practice for masterminds. Number 10, we had Mike Biggs. What TV show would you find Mike Biggs on? Mike Biggs, number 10. Got you down, Ron. And just like that, 6 spots are filled. Our whole first hour is packed out. Greg says, I volunteered, but said to give it to other people. But if you need people, Greg, I do need you. So you got to play on Friday. Greg, you do have to play with your shirt off, though. I don't know if I told you that. The bonus for 2 points. What year did Cops debut? What year did Cops debut? Aaron Freed's in for Friday. Thank you, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. You were in the mix. What's going on with Mastermind for everyone? Where are we at? I think it's all on hold until the show starts taping again, which will probably not be till September, but even then, probably not in September. That's the last I heard. Thanks for your generous donations on Venmo and PayPal. That's the end of round number 2. Round number 2. What year did Cops debut? Greg says, yes, you do got me. All right. Any repeats for round number 2, let me know. We're giving away this Family Feud game at the end of the night for one of the top 3 scoring teams. We're giving away a Star Wars t-shirt, and we're giving away some more band stickers. Oh, you're going to love these. These were a big hit last night, so I thought I'd do it again. First one is Run DMC, greatest hits. Next one's Blink 182. Look at that. Finest quality crappy punk rock. This one is the Misfits. Very cool. And this one is Motorhead. Motorhead. So we have Motorhead, Misfits, Blink, and Run DMC. A nice eclectic mix of stickers. You'll win all 4 of these, courtesy of April and Mari. April and Mari, thanks for sending me these stickers to give away. That's our next raffle prize. You can win a Star Wars t-shirt and these stickers. Who's going to win what? We'll find out at the end of the night. Thanks for your support on Venmo and PayPal. Every dollar you donate is $1 that gets you an entry in a raffle. So hit me up on Venmo and PayPal. We'll be right back. Thanks for playing Trivia with Buds. Freddie wants Teen Jeopardy difficulty questions. I'll see what I can do. We'll be right back. High Point Brewing. Look at this beer. That looks great. Visit them every day, 12 to 8. We'll be right back. Brennan Peterson, thanks for your $10 donation. He says, I could do a whole round on NYPD Blue trivia, which I'm sure no one else wants. Thank you, BP. You're on the list to win. Thank you, Brennan Peterson. 65 names on the list. We'll be right back with the next round and the answers to round 2 in just a minute. Answers coming up for round number 2. Let's see how you did on round number 2. This was all about cop characters. Cop characters. Let's see what happened here. Cop characters. You just had to name the show based on the cop. Number 1, Joe Friday was Dragnet. Dragnet. Number 2, Andy Sipowicz, NYPD Blue. Number 2, NYPD Blue. Brennan says he loves that show. He wants a whole round on it. I've never seen it. Number 3, Barney Fife is The Andy Griffith Show. Number 3, Andy Griffith Show. Number 4, Chief Wiggum was, of course, The Simpsons. The Simpsons. Clancy Wiggum. Number 5, James Crockett, Miami Vice. Crockett and Tubbs. Number 6, Thomas Magnum, Magnum P.I. Nice, easy one. Number 7, Shelley likes that show, she said. Number 7, Brenda Johnson was The Closer. The Closer. Number 8 was Lenny Briscoe, Law and Order. Law and Order. Number 9, Rosa Diaz, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Number 10, Mike Biggs was Mike and Molly. And the bonus for 2 points, Cops debuted in 1989. Number 1 was Dragnet. Number 2, NYPD Blue. Number 3, Andy Griffith Show. Number 4, The Simpsons. Number 5, Miami Vice. Number 6 was Magnum P.I. Number 7 was The Closer. Number 8 was Law and Order. Number 9 was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Number 10 was Mike and Molly. And the bonus was 1989. I randomly had inkling to watch Friends last night. So I put on season 4. I tried to pick a season that I'm like not super familiar with. And I put on season 4 and watched probably 4 episodes. It was weird because there was a cliffhanger, I guess, where they're at a beach house and Ross has the bald girl, Bonnie, played by Christine Taylor, who's Ben Stiller's ex-wife, or maybe wife now. And she shaves her head bald at the beach house. And then Rachel still has feelings for Ross. So they get back together, but she makes him read that note. and he doesn't actually read it. Anyway, all that happened. So at the beginning of season 4, Joey's laying like face down on a beach by himself, and he's like, "Hey, it's me, Joey. Here's what happened if you haven't seen the show." And I was like, I don't remember them ever doing this, but I guess at the beginning of that season, Joey like introduces it, and then he tells what everybody's been up to, and then he gets to him, and he's like, "What was I doing? I got to go ask Chandler." And then he like runs off, and I'm like, this was so weird. It like just did not match up with my memory of that season or that show. It was very bizarre, but it was interesting. So I started watching that last night. So I'm going to try and cruise through season 4 of Friends, see what happens there. So Ross and Rachel get back together, and then they break up immediately. And then hilarity ensues, right? And then eventually he's going to meet Emily, right? Is that this season or is that season 5? I forget. But it was interesting. Clint, I'm very excited. Your cone's off. Tell Clint that, Greg. Shelly says, Richard on Friends is so hot. Greg says, I remember that episode. Shelly says, only time that ever happened. Interesting. Good to know. And Carol says, understand and love more Brooklyn Nine-Nine. LOL, got 2 this round. Very cool. We're jumping into round 3. Round number 3 is all about Community. If you've never seen the show Community, you might be up Schitt's Creek. But we'll see what happens. This is round number 3. It's all about Community. A show that I've seen, I think, 3 episodes of and never was that impressed with, so I never watched it. But it's all on Netflix, and I hear it's great, so we'll see what happens. I can't get into The Good Place. We're on, like, the middle of season 1, and I just have no connection to it. And every time we watch it, I'm, like, kind of dreading, like, I got to watch that again. I'm not, like, loving it. So if you've watched The Good Place, let me know if it gets, is there a certain episode or season where you're like, oh, I like it? Because Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I would say even The Office and definitely Parks and Rec all have that like snap to it moment where you're like, oh, this is actually good. Greg says, Good Place rocks. Brendan says, perfect round doubled up. Here comes round number 3, question 1. The community group starts the new year by attending their new class together, Anthropology, on season 2. Which Golden Girl was the original teacher of that class? Which Golden Girl was the original teacher of Anthropology? Number one. Write it down, number 1. What do you think, number 1? Julie says, I feel like it jumps the shark quick. Greg says, Good Place rocks. Brendan says, love The Good Place. Greg says, I don't know when that happens, but it does. It gets so good. I lost interest in Brooklyn Nine-Nine after the 2nd season. I would say that middle of the 2nd season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I got hooked on it, Victoria. But Good Place, we only watch like 1 at a time, and the kids always wake up, so we like never go back to it. It's never like we watch 4 in a row and we're like invested, you know? Maybe that's part of it. Good Place is worth it for the final episode, says John. Keep watching the entire 1st season of The Good Place, says Christy. Brennan says, but I loved it from the start. Never liked Office or Parks and Rec. Interesting. I liked Upload more than Good Place, says Julia. Here comes number 2. What does Vaughn tell Annie is the most important chord on a guitar? Number 2, what does Vaughn tell Annie is the most important chord on a guitar? I tried to make some of these questions, even if you don't know Community, maybe you could at least guess on them. Like this one, you could just guess a chord of a guitar. Number 2, what do you think, number 2? Number 2. Don says at Comic-Con 2 years ago, they did an activation where you stepped to The Good Place. It was pretty cool. Greg says, yeah, maybe you need to get on a roll. I will tell you this. The church I go to or went to before the quarantine in San Dimas is called Holy Name of Mary. And the church, one of the deacons was doing a sermon or a homily about the gospel. And he mentioned The Good Place and ruined a huge plot point in the show for me. So he said it to like the church as a whole. And I was like, I didn't sign up for this. You can't ruin The Good Place for me. So that threw me off a little bit because I know a major thing that happens later in the series. I don't know what season, but he said something as a point in the homily, and it ruined. I was like, wait, that's what happens? And I'm like, why would he ruin an entire show for this? It was stupid. So I did not like that. That made me mad. Greg says that's a little messed up. Julia says that's why. Brennan says couldn't get an upload. I've seen a few episodes so far. You need to get in a row. Here's number 3, guys. Community number 3. In an attempt to garner new recruits, the dean hired an 80s-themed vehicle decked out as a flight simulator. What type of vehicle was it? Number 3, what type of vehicle was it? Really? Maybe it's because I had the hots for the main character. Janet from The Good Place was the most popular cosplay costume a couple years ago at Comic-Con, says Shipley. Number 3. And like The Good Place is not that old. So it was just weird. If the pastor ruined what I think he ruined, you don't have to wait that long before you're past that spoiler. Oh, okay. Maybe I thought it was later in the series, Don. Yeah, that would hurt watching the show since it has a lot of reveals. That's the only thing I know about the show. But, I mean, you know, that show's not that old. Even that reveal, let's say it was season 2 or whatever. That would be like a pastor, like, you know, Sixth Sense comes out 1999 or whatever it was. And then like in the year 2000, like 6 months later, he's like, hey, by the way, so Bruce Willis is the ghost, right? And Jesus is a ghost. And you're like, I didn't see that movie. And what? What just happened? Number 4, Troy and Abed are huge fans of what action movie that takes place in 2006 AD? Number 4, Troy and Abed are huge fans of what action movie that takes place in 2006 AD? Number 4. What do you think, number 4? Shelly loves Ozark. I think Ozark's a good show. I thought season 3 of Ozark was a little bit of a filler season, but I am excited to see how they close it out with season 4 because I heard that's the last season. Brendan says, don't like that guy. He bores me. Greg says, not to get into religion, but do you guys go to a Catholic church? It sounds like it. That's cool. That church that I go to is a Catholic church, yes. Number 4. Shelly says season 3 was slow. Number 5, when Pierce yells that he won Dungeons and Dragons, he adds that it was what? Number 5, when Pierce yells that he won Dungeons and Dragons, he adds that it was what? Number 5. Big fan of Ozark. Actually, I wouldn't say big fan. I would just say fan. I think it's a good show. Number 5, when Pierce yells that he won Dungeons and Dragons, he adds that it was what? Number 5. We're halfway through our round on Community. If you haven't seen this show, this will be tough for you. Brennan says he thought season 3 of Ozark was the best. Interesting. It's fresh in my head because it's the newest season I watched. But, Brendan, here's what I will tell you without spoiling things. I will say I thought season 3 was cheap in the fact that a thing is introduced and then unintroduced by the end of the season. And then you're like, well, why did you even introduce that? That's my hopefully spoiler without a spoiler commentary. Number 6, on the musical number that opens season 3, what is Jeff doing at the very beginning of that episode? On the musical number that opens season 3 of Community, what is Jeff doing at the very beginning? Number 6. Don says we loved Community until the last few seasons, and we're tanking this round. Number 6, on the musical number that opens season 3, what is Jeff doing at the very beginning? Tomorrow's all crowd per trivia. It will be live, like you're playing right now, but all the games will be smartphone buzz-in style games, and there'll be 5 totally random rounds from crowd per. They make and post rounds every day, and we'll have some good ones for you tomorrow night. Top 3 winners in the game, first, second, and third place at the very end of the night. We'll get some prizes from me, and it'll be fun. Something to do that's different and switch things up. Everybody can play. Up to 500 people can play on my crowd per account. So check it out. Greg says, we loved it too, Don. Julie says, I've seen a lot of post-apocalyptic afterlife movies and shows coming out. I feel like it's because of the pandemic. I remember when global warming first came out, there were tons of those type of movies. I watched a doc that said it's because people are looking for that kind of escape and reinforcement. Pretty interesting when they greenlight certain types of movies based on the nation's psychology. Sorry, that was long. Number 7. What season features a gag called Community the Board Game? What season of Community features a gag called Community the Board Game? Number 7. What do you think, number 7? Thanks for your generous donations on Venmo and PayPal. Venmo, Ryan Buds, PayPal, RyanBuds at gmail.com. Thank you guys very much. Not sure what you're talking about, but I feel like 3 of the best setups and payoffs. I do get tired of the brother, though. Number 7. Here comes number 8. On an episode called VCR Maintenance and Educational Publishing, the dean raps dressed as what? Number 8. On an episode called VCR Maintenance and Educational Publishing, the dean raps dressed as what? Number 8. What do you think, number 8? We got 9, 10 of the bonus left for this round. 9, 10 of the bonus left for this round. Here comes number 9 on season 1. Annie says she was so unpopular in high school that who used to lure her into traffic? Number 9 on season 1. Annie says she was so unpopular in high school that who used to lure her into traffic? Number 9. Number 9. We've got 10 and 11, and we're done for this round. Number 10. Here it is. At the end of season 2, what kind of competition happens between City College and Greendale? What kind of competition happens between City College and Greendale? And the bonus for 2 points. How many total episodes aired of the show? Was it 96, 110, 119, or 131? How many total episodes of the show were there for Community? 96, 110, 119, or 131? Victoria says, damn it, Community, you are killing us. Have you watched Glow? Allison Brie is good on that. Yes, I watched all the Glow seasons. I think the next season of Glow is the last season as well. I don't know if it was 3 or 4. Whatever the last season was, I thought the Vegas season was really weak and never felt at any time like they were actually in Vegas. I felt like they were in a set of one small casino and the set of a hotel and the set of the outside of a hotel. Like, they never showed any of Vegas. And I thought it was really weak. And when they were like, at the end of the previous season, they're like, we're moving this thing to Vegas. I was like, that's going to be awesome. And Vegas as a setting, I thought was non-existent. And I thought a lot of the storylines were really dumb on that season. I still watched it and liked it, but the wrestling that made up a lot of seasons 1 and 2, I think that was season 3. Seasons 1 and 2 were great, I thought. And then season 3, I thought it was like nothing about wrestling. It was just about these really weird storylines. And then hopefully 4, they'll cap it off real nice. That's a perfect 4-season show as well. Ozark and Glow. I'll take it. Julia says, including Yahoo TV. Yes. And Don says, speaking of Glow, have you seen Thunderdome? Yes, Don. I'm very interested to see what that's going to be like. That will get me interested to check out Friday Night SmackDown. Any repeats for round number 3, guys? Any repeats for community trivia? Any repeats? Let me know. All right. Here's your third raffle prize. This is a Perry Cox fake album art. I used to have this on the wall behind me. This is my only one. It says the Newbie album, parental advisory, explicit lyrics, and the back has just all the names listed that Dr. Cox has called JD, all the female names from Abby to Zia, or no, Jaja. Abby to Jaja, the Newbie album, Dr. Cox. You can hang this up on your wall. It's 2 different pieces. Check it out. If you like these fake albums, I just ordered another 10 or 12 from Drew Blank today, so they should be here soon. This is our third raffle prize. If you love Scrubs, this is for you. On the back, you have Zach Braff with a dart in his face. And that is our third raffle prize. We're giving away these stickers. We're giving away the Star Wars shirt. We're giving away Dr. Cox. Lots of cool prizes tonight. Thanks for playing Trivia with Buds. We'll be right back. Cheers. Favorite part of the quarantine. Yes, come in. We are back with the answers to round number 3, community trivia. Let's see how you did on the third round. Thanks for hanging out with me in my garage on a wonderful Tuesday night. I am ready for bedtime, guys. I am already tired, but we'll see how you did on this round, all about community. And then we have our round, which is all about I Love Lucy coming up next, and then our TV confidence round to close things out. Community answers coming your way. Thanks for playing. Thanks for telling a friend and having some fun with me. Glad you're here. Check out the podcast. Comes out every day. There's 950 episodes tomorrow. The 8-bit 80s music round we did about 10 days ago on the live stream will be up. I edited that and posted it for tomorrow, last night. So come play that with me if you want to listen to that. Then we have vague 80s movie descriptions on the podcast on Thursday. Number 1, Community. The group starts on season 2, and Betty White was the Golden Girl that was the original anthropology teacher. Number 2, Vaughn tells Annie that the G chord, here you go, the G chord is the most important chord. Number 3, in an attempt to garner new recruits, the dean hires a Winnebago to be decked out as a flight simulator. Number 4, Troy and Abed are huge fans of Kick Puncher. Number 4, Kick Puncher takes place in 2006 AD. One of the characters says, oh, I must have missed that, 2006 AD. Number 5, when Pierce yells that he won Dungeons & Dragons, he adds that it was advanced. Number 5. Number 6, on the musical number that opens season 3, what is Jeff doing? He is flying through the air. Number 7, what season features the board game? That is season 6. Number 8, on an episode called VCR Maintenance and Education, the dean is dressed as Peanut Brittle. Number 9, on season 1, Annie says she was so unpopular in high school that crossing guards used to lead her into traffic. That sounds like a Rodney Dangerfield joke. Number 9. Number 10, at the end of season 2, what kind of competition happens between City College and Greendale? A paintball competition. And the bonus, how many total episodes? 110. 110 was the answer. 110. And there you have it. That was round number 3. Thanks for playing. Round number 4 is all about I Love Lucy, which is a lot earlier than Community. So if you hated the last round, this next round might be for you. It's called I Love Lucy. And we're going to see how you do with I Love Lucy trivia in just a second. Let me change the transitions so they're not lame as hell. Apply to all. Preview. Looks great. Slideshow. Play from start. Nope, that's not right. Set up slideshow. Browse an individual window. Play from start. Boom. Here we go. Round number 4. Last round to double up. Good luck. Number 1. What decade did I Love Lucy premiere in? Number 1. What decade did I Love Lucy premiere? Number 1. Bet my roommate's $5 grocery store credit for the answer to number 10, and I won. Nice job, Julia. Hell is pretty lame, says Greg. What decade did I Love Lucy premiere? Number 2, before it was a TV show, there was a radio program called My Blank Husband. Number 2, before it was I Love Lucy, it was a radio program called My Blank Husband. Number 2, what do you think? Number 2, what do you think? Number 2. Thanks for playing, hanging out, having some fun on Facebook. I'm pretty drunk. Got 2 more prizes to show you. My Blank Husband. Here's number 3. What was the actual age difference between Fred and Ethel in real life? Was it 10, 14, 22, or 31 years between Fred and Ethel in real life? Number 3, what do you think? Number 3. What was the age difference between Fred and Ethel in real life? Number 3. This chat got so quiet. It was chatty at the beginning, and now people are like, just get on with the questions. Number 4, what was the name of the main nightclub that employed Ricardo? What was the name of the main nightclub that Ricardo? Freddie says that tough community round killed our spirits. Don says I killed it with wrestling talk. Greg says I'm trying. Julia says you made me feel bad. It's fine. What did I make you feel bad about, Julia? Number 5. What rhyming nickname does Lucy's mom call Ricky? What rhyming nickname does Lucy's mom call Ricky? And number 6, I Love Lucy. Fred and Ethel have a pet named Butch. Is it a dog or a cat? Fred and Ethel have a pet named Butch. Is that a dog or a cat? Number 6. Number 6. My tippity tap music stuff. I don't want to make you upset. Julia, that was an hour ago. I think you're paranoid. Freddie says that tough community round killed our spirits. Freddie says we broke our good tequila and having cake. My mind is nasty right now. Oh no. April and Mari are going to go have a bunch of sex, it sounds like. She said earlier, this night's all about licking and sucking. Number 6. Number 6. April's declared that it's her birthday week. So the birthday celebration is going Thursday to Thursday. Bitch, be my first girlfriend. Butch, be my first girlfriend. Very good. Number 6. Number 7. There's an episode of the show called The Ricardos. Pretend it says S. The Ricardos dedicate a blank. Fill in the blank. Number 7. The Ricardos dedicate a what? Greg says some people do birthday months. Mari says I put work in. Number 7. Don says none of our birthday weeks count during COVID. March is my birthday month and it didn't count. Ken Maxey donated $5 and says, thanks for the I Love Lucy round. Anytime, Ken. Thanks for your generous donation. Ken, you're going on here 5 times. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken Maxey from Walnut, California. Number 8. To keep up with the conveyor belt at a factory, what do Lucy and Ethel stuff in their clothing? Number 8. To keep up with the conveyor belt at a factory, what do Lucy and Ethel stuff in their clothing? Number 8. Number 8. What do you think? Brennan says, those are bad people. Greg says, my ex is one of those. Oh, the birthday monthers? Oh, no. Julie says, I share my birthday month with Jesus. Real attention, you know what. Julie says, JK, I love Jesus. Number 8. To keep up with the conveyor belt at a factory, what do Lucy and Ethel stuff in their clothing? Number 8. Number 8. I can't wait to go to church on Sunday. And he's like, and when Tyler Durden is the same person as Ed Norton's character, I'm like, no, come on, man. Number 8. What if that's actually like a sitcom plot. Guy starts going to church every week. The priest or deacon or whatever, pastor, he ruins something. It's a spoiler alert church. You could totally see that as an episode of something. Every time I go to church, the priest ruins something for me. And they're like, "What do you mean? What did he ruin?" And then he gives examples, and then he goes back to church, and then it leads to other things. Wouldn't that be interesting? April says, "Ryan, is it shot time to celebrate this wee little thing we call life?" Julia, you down? Julia says, "LMAO, Jesus, you know the Son of God." Don says, "Why do you keep calling me Jesus? Do I look Puerto Rican to you? My name is Zeus." Number 9. Vitamin is 23% what? Number 9, Vitamin is 23% D's nuts. Number 9. Spoiler alert, church is hilarious. Let's do it on Whoa, Wow, Wee, Wow. Number 9. I got to tell you guys, I've seen Borat 2 or 3 times. I don't understand your pronunciation of the Borat thing. I don't remember that being part of the movie. Number 9, Vitamin is 23% what? Brennan said, "I thought that was the guy who hung out in front of the Walgreens on the street." April says, "Just snorted on these nuts." April had a rare occasion where she snorted on some nuts. Number 9. Here comes number 10. When Lucy tries to make her own clothes, she cuts out a hole in the what? Number 10. When Lucy tries to make her own clothes, she cuts out a hole in the what? Number 10. What do you think? Number 10. Mari says, "I don't doubt April did that." Here's the bonus question for I Love Lucy. Which of the main cast was the last living? Which of the main cast was the last living? If you get this right, you get 2 points. Which of the main cast of I Love Lucy was the last living? That's the end of round number 4. Wah, wah, wee, wah. I got to look up, like, when you guys keep typing that, I don't recall. Okay, here it is. It comes up as a search result. Let me watch it. Maybe I'm just not picturing it right in my head. What? That was not it. That was a terrible clip.
Very nice.
So it's just before he says, "Wow, wow, wee, woo, very nice." That's the iconic line you remember from this movie, Borat. That's like the dumbest shit I ever saw. If that's like what you remember, like if you remember this as like Frank the Tank from Old School, you're stupid because it's like not that funny. Greg says Julia posted it. It's just him walking into the hotel saying, "Wow, this like."
Wow, is very nice.
Okay. So him saying very nice is funnier than wow, wow, wee, wow. So you should just be saying very nice. Don says it's Borat. It's the dumbest thing you ever saw.
Great success.
Oh, no, it's still playing. It's just playing in the background. Any repeats for this round? All right, good. Here we go. Round number 4 is coming to an end. Thanks for supporting High Point Brewing Company in San Dimas, California. Check them out. We'll be right back. Thanks for playing trivia with me. While I'm gone, we're just going to be playing Borat quotes.
Great success.
Borat quotes.
These are Orkin, the town rapist. Naughty, naughty. Over here, art down a kindergarten. And here, little Mukta Sakano, a town mechanic and a abortionist. This for horse. Answer, please. He is my neighbor. You should come to the Advine. He is burning my assholes. I get a window from a glass, you must get a window from a glass. I get a step, you must get a step. I get a clock radio, cannot afford. Great success. This is Natalia. She is my sister. She is number 4 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan. Nice. This is my mother. She oldest woman in the whole of Kusek. She is a 43. I love her. And this, my wife Oksana. She is a bored. This is where I live. My bed. This is a VCR record. And this play cassettes. Now I show you outside from my houses. Tissue. My hobbies, ping pong.
Yes, Smash. In USA, if you want to marry a girl, you cannot just go to her father's house and swap her for 15 gallons of insecticide. Before American woman will allow you in her vagina, you must do something called dating.
My name is Jenny. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Jenny. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming in today to see if Great Expectations is right for you.
Yes.
What would you like to see happen if you met your ideal woman?
I will love her. We will be as one.
So,
I will give her television, remote control, a red dress. I will
you're saying you have a good life, and back home you can
Yes.
provide for her a good life, and that's what she would like
Yes.
to do.
But
Okay,
if
great.
she cheat on me, I laugh.
I think that's sweet. Keep
Yes,
going.
but if she cheat on me, I will crush her.
You will crush her. Well, honey, that's not going to qualify you with our membership if you're prepared to crush a woman. You can break up with her and
Yes.
divorce her, but you cannot, no crushing. Why don't you give me a little bit on personality traits that you're looking for?
Yes, I want her to be blonde. I want her to have no history of retardation in family. If possible, she must have plow experience.
You're not going to find Americans with plow experience. Just to let you know, us American women, we don't have plow experience.
But not much. Maybe 1 year or.
Honey, I have zero plow experience.
And she must have a good physique. And she must be tight, like a man's anus. And she must have nice face.
Okay, what about race? You're open to all races?
Yes, but no Jew.
You're Jewish, okay. All right, so why don't you tell me what you enjoy? What are your interests?
I like play table tennis. I like shoot dog. I like
Snoop Dogg.
shoot dog. Shoot.
Oh, okay.
Should I tell people that I am good at sex?
No.
But I am.
But you don't want to say that because
But I am not good at men and men.
in America, if you say that on your profile, if you do that here, a woman is not going to go out with you because then she thinks that's all you want.
Even though I am big, like a kind of
It
hamster.
doesn't matter. Women in America feel that any act of sex, be it oral, physical,
But no, I like it in the mouth.
but
Not much.
that's what we're talking about. Women in America feel that any acts of sex with somebody else, even if it's using your body, your sexual organs, your mouth, your hand, whatever it is, we think that's cheating.
Do I need to bring a gift?
Here's a mistake that a lot of men make in America, and that is they bring too many gifts.
What size gift will get me entry?
Well, getting an entry, what do you mean by entry?
To her vagina.
Oh, if you want to go to bed with her?
Yes.
Well, I can't say, because everybody's different.
How do I show her I have a senses of humor?
We have to practice it first.
Yes. I have a joke. There is a chair. The chair walk with the shoes. La 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 la. He walk on the street. The chair is walking. Yes.
That's a funny image.
Yes. It is nice. I should tell this joke.
Probably not.
My name is Laura. Your name, please?
Guinevere.
Should I tell her she reminds me of my wife?
You have a wife?
She is dead.
Oh, okay. Nobody wants to be reminded of somebody who's dead. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yes, I do not care about her. She is gone.
Right. But once a person's dead, you should really put that
Yes.
aside.
Guys, I'm back. Thanks for hanging out and having some fun with me on Facebook Live. All I have is Borat clips in the background. Julia says, the best thing I've ever played for music. And you guys are all talking about something or other. I don't fall asleep. I pass out. Thank you, 2020. Borat induced pooping. Very nice. Double deuce says Brendan, dropping a deuce. I love the chat, you guys, says Greg. Definitely had a friend fall asleep on our group happy hour last week, says Don. Ryan wanted activity and he abandoned ship to poop. Oh, wait, you're saying I pooped? I didn't poop. I don't poop at night. What do you think I am? Some kind of Viking? Bud's passed out. He's taking a dump. Does anybody get the vibes when we're all between rounds? It's like when the teacher leaves the room and we all go crazy. Does that make her Christopher Lambert? Cut a cat in half. You guys are weird in this chat. It's getting weird. All right. We are going into the answers to round number 4. I Love Lucy. I was making fun of Ashley and her mom for watching Outlander. I told them that I looked up the whole storyline of Outlander for all the seasons. And I said, I found something out. And they said, don't tell us. Stop. Shut up. And I said, it turns out they're all Outlanders. And I didn't look anything up. I don't know what that means. But they were very upset when I said everybody on the show is an Outlander. So I was doing that. I was mixing a drink. I was watching Borat. You know, just living my life, guys. I can live my life. I've been doing this live show for 150 days. Every once in a while, I'm going to go take a giant dump. I mean, make fun of my family for watching Outlander. Number 1, what decade did I Love Lucy premiere in? The 50s. Number 1, 1950s. Number 2, before it was a TV show, there was a radio program called My Favorite Husband. Number 2, My Favorite Husband. Number 3, what is the actual age difference between Fred and Ethel? It's 22 years, and they hated each other in real life. Fun story. Number 4, what was the name of the nightclub? That was the Tropicana. Number 5, the rhyming name. She calls him Mickey instead of Ricky. What a twat. Number 5. Number 6, Fred and Ethel have a pet named Butch. It's a dog, of course. That's not a cat name. Number 7, there's an episode of the show called The Ricardos. Dedicate a statue. Number 7. Number 8, to keep up with the conveyor belt at a factory, Lucy and Ethel stuff candy or chocolates into their brassieres. Number 8. Number 9, vitamin vegemin is 23% alcohol. Number 10, when Lucy tries to make her own clothes, she cuts a hole in the carpet. This bitch is making clothes out of the floor. Number 10, carpet. That was the original name of the episode. This bitch is making clothes out of the floor. and then they switched it. Number 10 was who was the last main living cast member? It was Lucy herself. First was William Frawley, who died in 1966. Then came Vivian Vance, who died in 1979. Then was Desi Arnaz, I think, in the early 80s. And then it was Lucy in 1989 who died. So Lucy was the last living cast member. 2 points, if you got it. That was the end of Lucy round. End of the Lucy round. Don says, did it match the drapes? April says the original carpet muncher. Julia says the Copacabana. I don't think that's right. Copacabana Lucy? Ricardo Nightclub. Let's see. Now, is the Tropicana Nightclub. Copacabana was the song. Julia says I'm wrong. All right, here we go. That was round number 4. I hope you did well. The Maxies are very excited that I did I Love Lucy trivia. We're on our last round, the confidence round. Here it is. 55 points available. Writing down all your answers, ranking them 1 through 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. Freddie says that's a song. Don says this is what happens when there's a heat wave. We're out drinking. We're not allowed to use our air conditioning. Don, I hate when shit like your air conditioning breaks because it's like, oh, this thing that's paid for that works all the time. Suddenly they're like, now for that thing to happen that you didn't even notice was $3,500. And you're like, what the fuck? It's like the worst, right? Don says that. And we are jumping into round number 5, the confidence round. Let's see what happens on this last round. And I'm going to go watch the rest of Friends season 4 and take a nap early with the Benadryl. Here we go. Confidence round number 1. In what state does Freaks and Geeks take place? Number 1, in what state does Freaks as well as Geeks take place? Number one. Don says the language that came out of my mouth would make me Andrew Dice Clay blush. April says, get yourself a home warranty. Those are bullshit, April. You cannot. Yeah, I know you write mortgages, but you ain't selling me a home warranty. Can't put a warranty in a whole home, April. It's all shit. Number one. What else are you going to sell me, April? Firework insurance. Number 1. Do you have your neighbors blowing off fireworks at all months of the year? You need firework insurance. April Spears, I'll buy firework insurance from you right now. Number 1, in what state does Freaks and Geeks take place? I'm looking for the Freaks and the Geeks. Number 1, tomorrow's all crowd per trivia. I don't have to prepare any slides. I'm very excited about it. You're going to play. And the top 3 players will get prizes tomorrow night. Make sure you're here at 7 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be a good time. If you had a good time tonight, donate on Venmo, PayPal, Ryan Buds on Venmo, ryanbuds@gmail.com on PayPal. Greg says Drunk Buds is drunk. Greg, you're a little bitch. Here's number 10. Silvio owns a strip club. With what name on The Sopranos? Number 2. April says, I don't sell that shit, but that shit comes in handy. Number two. I hear you, April. Number 2, Sylvia owns a strip club with what name on The Sopranos? Number 2. Number 2, Sylvia owns a strip club with what name on The Sopranos? How many entries do you have? Greg says, I'm a big bitch. Do your research. Greg, if I write big bitch on a napkin and send it to you as an image, would you think it was funny or would you not like it? Number 2, Sylvia owns a strip club. Here's number 3. Whoops. How many seasons? It's written by Borat. Did Weeds run for? How many seasons did the Weed run for? Number 3. April says, how many entries do I have? We have 70 entries. 70 entries on the wheel tonight. Thanks for all your donations. You guys are the best. Thank you. April says it's crowd per. I don't know how many entries I have for crowd per because that's tomorrow night. Greg says, if you were sober, I wouldn't like it. Greg, next time I see you, I'm going to write something on a napkin and just hand it to you. we'll see how it goes. Number 3, Weeds. How many seasons? Number 4, Michael McKeon played Chuck McGill on what AMC show for 4 seasons? Number 4, Michael McKean played Chuck McGill on an AMC show for 4 seasons. What was it? Guys, here's a weird story. So I do these trivia shows, and I work with this agency called Funny Business that I've been doing stand-up for since like 06. And they kind of turned to me for virtual trivia nights about 6 months ago. So I've been doing a bunch of trivia shows for them. And they hit me up and they said, hey, this college wants to do an incoming freshman thing. And would you want to do it? And I said, sure. So I booked it, and then they sent me the info. And the college is the college I went to, Western Illinois University. Not a huge school or anything that people talk about. So it was very cool because they randomly reached out to Funny Business. Funny Business reached out to me. I went to that school. That's the college I met Ashley at in 2005 in a building called Simpkins Hall. We had an English class together. We sat in a circle alphabetically by our last name, and I was B for Buds, and then all the way around the circle, she was S for Starling. So we sat directly across from each other, and we would make eye contact all the time and do that flirty look thing. And then we would team up together to write papers and then peer edit the papers. And we would make fun of all the other people in the room who were way more Englishy than we were. And it was fun. So I have a huge connection to Western. I opened for Zach Galifianakis there in 2007 for 2,000 people. Got to do a 20-minute set before Zach. That was really cool. I saw Jim Gaffigan there. I saw Bill Burr there. Aries Spears. I opened for Christian Finnegan, who was on Chappelle's show. It was just a great time in my life. So it's pretty cool. Here comes number 5. The Vanilla Chocolate and Strawberry Technicolor Phantoms could be found on what TV show? Number 5, the Vanilla Chocolate and Strawberry Technicolor Phantoms could be found on what TV show? Julia says, are you ignoring my comment? Buds, are you going to go live tomorrow, or is it just online? I didn't see your comment, Julia. I will be live tomorrow, just like this, but we'll be doing Crowd Purr instead. April says it's Crowd Purr. Brendan says number 4 is the best show ever. Greg says, meaning it's not going to be live stream. Dunn says, no, they want you to do it for free and donate. Mark says, go Roughnecks. That's a fascinating story. Oh, Flordy. Cool story, Buds. I can't tell if you guys are being sarcastic. Number 6. In 2015, there was a Terminator TV show with what subtitle? What was the subtitle to the Terminator TV show, number 6? So yes, tomorrow is all Crowd Purr. It's all smartphone buzz-in games, but it will be live like this. We'll just be hosting Crowd Purr like you're watching right now. It'll be fun, and you guys will buzz in, and it's a good time. Greg says, live stream, yo. April says, that's a trouble. Julia says, no worries. Here's number 7. Let's check it out. What is Ted's profession on the show Schitt's Creek? Number 7, what is Ted's profession on Schitt's Creek? Number 7. What do you think? Number 7. Number 7. Brennan says 2015. I don't know what that means. Number 8. What is Blossom's last name on the sitcom Blossom? That's right. There's 2 Blossom questions tonight. Whoa. Number 8. Number 8. We got 9 and 10, and we're done. Julie and her mom love Schitt's Creek. It's a good show. Ashley just watched all of it for the first time. I watched it for the second time. And we have not seen the final season, so I'm excited about that. It comes out on Netflix in October, I saw. So I like that that's on the back burner for a couple months away, that I can look forward to that. And my brother Tom, who doesn't usually like the things that I like, he said he started watching it with his wife and they love it. And they're on season 3. And I was like, oh, that'll be cool to talk to you about that show. Julia says we now message each other in Moira's voice. David. Greg's on season 3. It gets better and better, Greg. You're going to like it. Here's number 9. What was Doug's older sister's name on the cartoon Doug? Brennan says, do you mean 2008 on the Terminator question? Let me see here. Yes, I do. Wow, that was 2008? I don't know what I was looking at. Sorry. Let me go back. I'll switch that question for you guys. So 2015 is actually 2008. Thank you, Brennan, for the catch. Thank you, Brennan, for the catch. Here we go. We're going back into number whatever that was. There it is. Number 6. In 2008, there was a Terminator TV show with what subtitle? So it was not 2015, but 2008. 2008. Thank you, Brendan. Julia says, Greg and I do enchiladas, David. And Greg says, yeah, we do. Greg, you can't really do her voice with this, please, but fold the cheese. Number 6. The baby. That's my favorite, the baby. Number 6. Number 7. Ted's profession on Schitt's Creek. Number 8, Blossom's last name. Number 9, Doug's older sister's name. And the last question, number 10, Outlander. I just made fun of it with my family. That debuted in 2014 on what channel? Number 10, Outlander, debuted in 2014 on what channel? Top answer will get a 10, and then a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was the end of the night. Thank you for playing. The winning team, one of the top 3, will get the Family Feud game. And we're giving away some other stuff for prizes. Thanks for hanging out. Any repeats on the last round? Any repeats on the last round of trivia tonight? Mari Lorea says 108 in Arizona. Stop being little bitches. A cool 65 inside the house. Mari, thanks for your generous donation. Very, very cool of you. Thank you, Mari. Mari just donated 25 bones. Thank you, Mari. Very, very cool of you. Put this at 95 entries on the wheel. 95 entries on the wheel. Who's going to win 95 entries on the wheel? We're giving away some raffle prizes and some other cool stuff tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Any repeats for round number 5? All right, that's the end of round 5. We'll be right back with the winners and the answers. We'll see you in a minute. Thanks for playing trivia with Buds. There's me and Carver drinking a beer. See you in just a few. Greg Nelson just got your donation, $5. Make it $100. Thank you, Greg. Very, very kind of you. Thank you, Greg. Thanks a lot, Gregory D. Nelson. Greg D. Nelson in the mix to win some cool stuff tonight. We're back, guys. Got some very mystic music in the background. I have a question. Has anyone watched Disenchanted, the whole series so far? I don't know if they're making any more. I can't imagine they are. On Netflix, it's the series by Matt Groening that's like Futurama and Simpsons, but it's called Disenchanted. It's kind of Game of Thronesy. Let me know if you've watched that. I just remembered I watched the whole first part. I liked it. I watched the first episode of the second part, and then I never finished it. So maybe I'll finish that tonight and tomorrow. Let me know if you've watched Disenchanted, if you like it. I thought it wasn't great, but it was funny enough to keep watching. Let me know your thoughts on Disenchanted if you know that, if you know what I'm talking about. I had something to say. Oh, you guys were talking about ice cream. Don says I'm eating dark chocolate peppermint ice cream that I made. Sounds delicious. It's pretty good. Our Disenchanted story is literally the same as yours, says Don. I have been eating. So I get a big taste for ice cream every couple weeks, and there is a Blue Bunny ice cream that I love. Blue Bunny now comes in a clear tub, which somehow makes it better than a paper tub to me. But I like Blue Bunny fudge brownie chocolate ice cream. It's got big chunks of brownie in it. It's very chewy. That is my go-to ice cream. Blue Bunny fudge brownie sundae, I think it's called. And then I also love Tillamook, if you know that ice cream brand. They make fantastic ice cream. They have one called Malted Moo, which is vanilla ice cream with chocolate chips in it. And it's like a malted vanilla. It's really, really good. When I eat that at home, I feel like I'm eating ice cream at like a restaurant or like a to-go place. So if you like Tillamook, get yourself some Malted Moo. And if you like fudge brownie, get yourself some Blue Bunny fudge brownie. Both of these are found at Bonds by my house in Fontana. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Disenchanted, same story. I tried to watch the first episode. It was upsetting, very gruesome, says Julia. Victoria says we did, and it was only okay. Wouldn't watch more. I watched Disenchanted. It was okay. Watched it all. Christy says you make ice cream and pizza. Don says here's a weird one I make, but it works. Salted caramel cayenne. Brendan says my whole life is Disenchanted. I've watched the new Charm seasons. I saw you post that malted one looks good. Greg says tell him looks the shit. Christy says, will you share recipes? That sounds good. April, Greg Nelson, cheese. Victoria, Ryan Buds agreed. Both your ice cream brands sound good. I love Magnum bars. Ooh, I like a Magnum bar. Those are great. I get a big taste for ice cream in the morning. I'm lactose intolerant. When people tell me they're lactose intolerant, all I think about is all of the constant dairy that I eat. I eat cheese. I pop a cheese stick every day like a vitamin. I have not had a day in my life in the last 3 years where I did not put a cheese stick and bite it down till it was nothing like a pencil that was being sharpened. And I have a cheese stick every day, and I have cereal and milk all the time. I have ice cream all the time. I will just sit up and drink milk because I don't drink that much water. So I do not drink 64 ounces of water a day. I probably have half of that. I probably have whatever that is, 32 ounces. I probably have 4 glasses of water a day. And then, so when I want other watery things, I'm like, ooh, milk, ooh, soda, ooh, tea, or whatever. That's how I live my life. Mari says, I get a big taste for ice cream in the morning. Greg says that too, but I'm more familiar with their ice cream. Don says, fun fact, string cheese tastes better when you peel it. Savage. Yes, I agree. It does taste different. When I'm just looking to move and go, I just pop the whole thing. But if you do take the time to peel it, it does taste better. Greg said, I used to peel those cheese sticks growing up. All right, here we go. Answers to the last round, confidence round. Let's see if you knew some shit about some shit. This was the TV confidence round. Let's see what you knew. TV confidence round. We about to do this thing. And here come the answers. 17 people are still watching whatever this is that I'm doing. Number one, wait, that's not right. Don't save. Did I not save the answers? I must have not saved the answers. All right, and I just have to show you the questions. Sorry, gang. Here we go. Number one, Freaks and Geeks takes place in Michigan. Number one, Michigan. Number two, The Sopranos is called the Bada Bing. Bada Bing. Number three, Weeds ran for 8 seasons. 8. Michael McKean was on Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul. Number 5, these Phantoms were all on Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. 2008, The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Number 6. Number 7, Ted is a veterinarian. Number 7. Number 8, Blossom's last name is Russo. Hey, I'm Blossom Russo. This is my brother, Joey Lawrence. Whoa. Number 9, Doug's older sister was Judy Funny. Judy. And Outlander debuted on Stars. Number 1 was Michigan. Number 2 was Bada Bing. Number 3, 8 seasons. Number 4, Better Call Saul. Number 5 was Scooby-Doo. Number 6 was the Sarah Chronicles. The Sarah Chronicles. Number 7 was Veterinarian. Number 8 was Russo. Number 9 was Judy Funny. And the bonus, or number 10, was Stars. If you have Stars, you're a real asshole. I'm just saying it. I'm putting it out there. All right, there you go. I just got bored easily. It says done. Heat exhaustion. Health. Train tells you milk or sports before water. Don's a true Renaissance man. So you poop, or are you a cork in it? I used to peel those cheese sticks. Manny says, how many seasons of Weed? 8. 8. It was 8. Don says, don't you have Stars? I don't have Stars. I haven't had cable since 2010. No joke, no exaggeration. 2010, our second apartment, I said, we're done with cable. It's been 10 years. I also have not had McDonald's since 2014, or maybe 13. I think it's 13. We had to get a good run with McDonald's. I have nightmares where I still eat McDonald's. Isn't that a strange nightmare to have? Send me your answer sheets. Top 3 scoring teams going to win this ball bitch in some Family Feud action. Send me those answer sheets. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back. Thanks for playing trivia with me. Don says, have you seen The Founder? No, but I hear it's really good. I hear that's a good movie. Manny got yours. Brennan Peterson got yours. Manny, I, and Greg and Doug will get beers this Saturday. That's going to be a good time. Send me those answer sheets. Vicky, I got yours. Any more answer sheets, guys? Any more answer sheets for this round? Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for your generous donations. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Victoria says, you going somewhere Saturday? I was going to ask, is it still happening Saturday? Yes. We're going to definitely meet up this Saturday, Greg, for sure. Victoria, where are you going? We're going to go to RT Rogers and in Sierra Madre and Ogo Pogo in San Gabriel this Saturday. It's going to be a good time. Any more answer sheets? Last call for answer sheets. Okay. I think we have our top 3 scoring names. All right, top 3 scoring names for Manny, Heidi, and Brendan Peterson. This is for the at-home Family Feud game. The at-home Family Feud game. Let's do a screen share here. All right, here, let's give it a spin. We'll give it a shuffle or 2. Boom, 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 boom. And we're spinning it. This is for Family Feud. Is it going to be Heidi, Manny, or Brendan Peterson? It looks like the winner is Manny. Manny Cortez has won the game tonight. Manny Cortez. Great job, Manny. I'll put it in your bag of stuff, and I'll see you on Saturday. And I'll give that to you. That's going to Manny Cortez. Thank you, Manny. Thank you guys so much for playing. I appreciate it. You're all the tops in my book. Thanks for your generous support tonight. We have one more wheel, and this is for all the other prizes we're giving away. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you're winning. All right, all the names are on this wheel. And the first prize we're giving away is that Star Wars t-shirt. Star Wars t-shirt. Who's gonna win it? Star Wars t-shirt. We're going to find out right now by giving it a spin. Boom. Star Wars t-shirt is going to my friend. Dun, 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 dun. Mari. Mari, you have won an extra large Star Wars t-shirt. Great job, Mari. Great job, Mari. We're going to shuffle them names up. The next prize is going to be the first set of band stickers. Band stickers. Who are they going to? This was the band stickers. The first one that said Blink 182 and some other bands. That's going to Manny. Manny is getting the first set of stickers. Great job, Manny. Great job, Manny. And next up, we have... What else did I have to give away? Stickers. Bill Murray coloring book. Let's do a Bill Murray coloring book, and we're giving it a spin. Bill Murray coloring book going to my friend Mari. Mari's getting a Bill Murray coloring book t-shirt, and Bill Murray going to my friend Mari. And here we go. We're going to shuffle, and spin it. This is for the other set of stickers that say Nirvana and some other bands. Nirvana and some other bands going to who? Let's see. It is Manny. Manny and Mari are winning everything. Manny and Mari winning everything. The Dr. Cox 12 by 12 inch print is the fake album art that's going to somebody next. Let's find out who it is. Thanks for all those donations, guys. The winner of the Dr. Cox print is going to dun 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 Greg, which I think Greg likes Scrubs. I'm pretty sure. Greg, great job. You've won the Dr. Cox print, and I hope you like Scrubs because that's coming your way. Great job, Greg. That has been our trivia night. Thank you guys for your support, and thanks for hanging out with me on a drunken night. I hope you had a good time. Manny says, Cousin Power. April says, yay, Manny. Greg says, yes. Victoria says, thanks for making the beginning of the week tolerable. Got to go do the kids' virtual open house now. And Julia says, yay, Greg. That has been our show. Thank you guys for playing. I appreciate you all. And I hope that wherever you're at, you're safe and sound. And I hope that you are having some fun with me on these nightly live streams. Tomorrow is all crowd per. Make sure you sign up. You can go to crowd.live/buds right now to sign up for tomorrow. You don't have to, but you could. Crowd.live/buds or crowd.live and then enter the code buds and you'll be good to go. That has been our trivia tonight. God bless you all. Hope you're all safe and sound. And we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Thanks for playing with me. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.